Okay. Hi everyone. I'm making this video. Probably. I guess it's on the day of, so that doesn't matter too much. But either way, I will be pre-recording some videos as I have some school tomorrow. But there will be some uploads. Let me know if you have any questions. Or if there's anything you want to know. But I am kind of just about to overview the new weapons for the characters for Seda, Epsilon, and I guess those two. It might be a quick video, depending on how long it takes me. I just purchased these with the points I had. I purchased also the last of the materials for the emerald bracelet, I believe. There we go. The Supreme Emerald Bracelet infused material. Because I already have it. I'm gonna get one of these essentially and such, but yeah, if you haven't already done your quests or your dailies for this stuff, I want to get ahead of it because we do only have so much time for these. But we're gonna be taking a look at this one and at this one. Because I do believe I've talked about this before, but I think it was like in a different thing. So I'm just gonna be like probably doing a quick overview of this. And I would recommend getting them, because from what I remember, they were pretty useful and, like, kind of a necessity. But let's see. So it's this one and this one. So for Epsilon, we have the Whitewood Violin. It's called Shared Silence. At the start of wave, reduces damage inflicted of all odds by 3%, which is permanent. Further increases damage inflicted by 6% if they're Shadow Guard. So this one essentially increases the damage. It kind of buffs up the skill for Epsilon in general. So this is just kind of like boosting the characters. This is permanent. This is really good. It also, depending on what your infusion rate, this may increase just your regular Epsilon's. Whatchamacallit? It will increase your Epsilon's. Overall skill level and such. Ideally, you want each of these maxed out at 7. So if you haven't already done so, you might want to like farm this a few times. Actually, yeah, it's not bad. I would like all of these for Rainbow, but this is gonna take a bit of time. That's not bad though. I'm gonna leave it as it is because it's really not bad. I may try it, but this is for Seda only, so I mean I don't have much of anything, but. Haven't really quite tested these things. I might actually do it in a minute to see if these actually work with whatchamacallit, what is essentially the other characters, or no other characters. Yeah, we can probably test it right now. So let's see. Okay. I got a quest. Don't actually have to finish the quest, but I'm just kind of curious what it's going to do. That's on hard. No. Go here. Okay. So, for Epsilon, or Sada, I guess I'm gonna just put her there. I think that's for the tank one, I believe. The start of wave, shields damage equal to 80% of skills user attack with all Therian troop allies. So a pretty simple way to test this, I think, is to just kind of have her on her own and then see how it goes. If it works for every Zeta, then this is pretty good. And then you can use her on any Zeta and whatever Zeta you have. It's just going to be limited to these Zeta as well. I believe it probably is limited to... and it shouldn't, at least not on paper it doesn't. It's probably better on the actual Zeta, but it's not bad. This is like a lower version of... because this is 80% damage for 20 seconds. This one is for, if you have 4 allies for Iris. This is specifically for Iris only. This is like really specific. This is really good for red only. this one's kind of like just generally good for every Zeta, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, so she's active, all her skills, all her infusion effects are active. Let's hope this works as well. Give me a second now. Okay. Pardon me for like the sudden. Nothing should have happened other than perhaps a bit of an audio cut, but okay. Alright, let's test this out. It's gonna be kind of simple. I'm expecting her to die, and I kind of hope she dies. I think she will, at least in this case. But yeah, actually another way to test this is like, because actually Epsilon's one is not gonna be as easy, but at least we'll see if she actually gets a a shield for her. Because if that's the case, it might actually not be a good thing. It might actually be a pretty good thing. It might actually be kind of a good thing to test to see if she gets it. I'm not sure if he did. Nope. Okay. Does it need a minimum though? A servo wave of all Therian pilots between a servo wave shields damage of 80% of skills users attack. This might actually not work in general, actually. Let's see if I can sort it out by. Let's sort it out. Let me use this. I don't think she needs like max out Therian, I don't think. I don't even know. I don't think I have enough actually for that. If that's the case. I don't think I have enough to test that, to be honest. Let's see if 4 is enough. It might just not apply to her, to be honest, which would be interesting to find out. Yeah, I don't think it applies to her. Okay. I mean, I guess it's, guess it's what it is, but I mean, I figured, but I mean, it's always kind of interesting to test it. So I guess, oh, there. Doesn't really matter too much with that. So for Epsilon. I think for her it's probably easiest to just test it out. Let's see, so her stuff is actually a little bit harder to test because it just Shadow Garden characters. So it actually would not work for them, to be honest. We're just kind of like, you're gonna have to remain with that one. It is a little bit more limited in that prospect. So let's test it out like this. That's whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting this stim to be as good as it is. Oh, that might die here. Hope some of my characters did. Okay. So let's see. Total damage 14,000. I might test this. I might test this again because I don't think it was pretty good. Yeah, okay. Let's test this out again. I'm gonna have to just leave that as it is and just like have it do the raw damage. Probably for having like to do this again. I think it's idealistically easier to kind of showcase this in like actual an actual case scenario rather than trying to at least just show the statistics on this. Guys, this is a simple example. If you just have this on 2x, speed it up. Damage report. Nope, what the hell? Nope. From my language, but I'm very confused what just happened. Okay, I guess give me a second. Okay, so I just decided to just go with through the other test. I ended up with like previously 13,878, give or take. This is with the actual thing itself. I'm not sure if it applies, to be completely honest. It's kind of hard to tell to be for sure. It does look like it's like a little bit higher. It went from 13,000 to 13,000 or 14,000, I think. At least for Shadow. At least in the previous tries, it went from 13,700 to 13,800. If anybody actually has more information about this, I'm not quite sure if they just don't apply, which it kind of would make sense to me, but at the same time, it's kind of just bad. I'm not gonna hold it. At least on paper, some of the things do look kind of like they'd be good. At least on paper. It probably only works with the particular character, of course. It kind of makes sense. I kind of answered a few of my questions because I typically use Alexia's Santa's Little T's Alexia only effect, but I don't think it actually works. Elegance now, Epsilon. Skin Powerhouse set only. Fighting Words Aurora. If anybody can tell me in the comments below, because I'd love to know this. If these are specifically character linked, as in the weapons only work with one specific character, that's like, I mean, it kind of would make sense. Yeah, Shadow Encounter Alpha only. So this only works for Shadow Encounter and whoever's Alpha. Right. The infusion effects I suppose work for everybody, but yeah, this is that. Let's try out characters. Spring Sword Dance. Shadow Encounter. And hard in Genesis. It would kind of make sense if that was the case. It would be obnoxious to you for sure, but it would make sense. Shared silence, Epsilon. No rendezvous, Seda only. My innocent brother, Claire only. Because I know even Claire has her special things. Sibling time and my innocent brother. Sibling. Because I have this one and it's hard to test. This one I think is really is a really good weapon. Well, I guess the more you learn, the more you learn. I think personally it doesn't work. It only works with specific characters. If you do know if any of these work actually with other characters, because kind of would make sense if we go with a specific character, it would kind of suck. Do let me know. Thank you, and thanks for watching. And I guess the more we find out, testing it out, it should be better on paper, but it's just kind of, it looks about the same, to be completely honest. Like probably like the increase in damage may have been like slight, maybe because the infusion on Seda's weapon is kind of high. Or I guess Epsilon's, not even that much. So there might have not been enough of a difference to actually kind of estimate there was any, if that. It's pretty odd though. I mean, it would make sense. The shared silence, absolutely no. It would make sense. I mean, some of these are already kind of like limited. A distorted wave, racist healing. Yeah. I guess let's just take this with a grain of salt. Test this each thing, because I know these ones for sure work. They're kind of better in general compared to some of these anyway. So I use these the top ones over these ones at times because they're kind of like really odd to use. But it would make sense if these just have specific weapons for them. So alpha. Yeah, I'm not seeing this right now. Okay. So alpha. Alpha's mirror, right? Alpha only. Shadow encounters. So that is, I believe, the S rank that I have. Shadow encounter, right? Yeah, it would probably only work for her, to be completely honest. As an example. Yeah, but, sorry for the long video. I hope it finds you well. If you learned anything, just kind of learn that the characters are probably weapon-based. Which, if you didn't know, we'll hear some more information. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and stay solid.